93, we started to go into resiliency and automation strategies. So this is kind of stepping into the disaster recovery a little bit, but it's more on staying up to par, making sure that we can have, our business, our critical business functions always running at a an available rate. Going back to the CIA, always having that availability there. So it started off talking about continuity operation plans, also known as a business continuity plan. So this is just basically a plan that shows these are our critical functions for our business. This is what makes us run. These are the scenarios that we think could hinder us the most. These are the plans and the actions we need to put in place in order to keep these things um, small as possible to not happen. So that business continuity plan is very important on having a day-to-day activities go on without any hindrance. Um, Going into high availability, that's kind of like when we were talking about server clustering and having load balancers going from one server to a next, having that, if you can't get to this server, if you can't get to this functionality, you always have this functionality. You can always have to go to this server and have that same functionality over there. So having that high availability is key. Fault tolerance is still going off of that high availability concept where fault tolerance and redundancy, what they do is you want to have an outlook of what could happen and then plan for it and actually have you know um, safety nets in place just in case servers go down, um, power outages go out, um, and in case of power outages, you have things like ups. A They're pretty much ups is something that you could put on your computer, servers, printers. Uh, they're pretty much these big black boxes that sit under the desk. And what instead of you plugging your computer into the wall, you plug it into the ups. The ups then goes into the wall, and what it does is just basically has a battery within that black box. And whenever power is cut to that building, then that ups automatically switches on, and it keeps up the system until power is able to be restored. Um, a lot of times, it is created to last several hours before dying out. So it's always good to have these things on just in case you have power outages or power surges to actually cut that power. Um, uh, that section also talked about redundant components and network cards and drives and cooling fans on your servers. You have different drives that you want to have, multiple drives on them. And just in case any one of those goes bad, then you could pull one out and still run off the other five, let's say, and then, replace the one that's bad and then keep it moving in that regards. Also with cooling fans, you have one or two cooling fans on it to where if one has a problem, then you're able to fall back to the next, and that gives you time to replace the one that's having the malfunction.